Hi my beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my everyday drugstore makeup tutorial and I want to show you guys the full steps that I take on doing my makeup every day. Sometimes I will switch off the lashes, or sometimes I would just completely skip them or change the lipstick, but pretty much everything else remains the same. So if you guys would like to learn, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I do is I apply a moisturizer to my lips, and the one I use is from Baby Lips. I love it, and mostly because it has an SPF, so it actually protects your lips. Next I move on to my primer, and the one I'm using is the NYX Angel Veil. So far I really love it. I have been trying it out for the past couple weeks and I am in love. I love how it feels on my skin. And then for my foundation, the one I use is my Holy Grail foundation at the drugstore right now at the moment, and it's the Maybelline Matte Poreless Foundation, and pretty much I love it because it keeps my face about 5 hours without breaking any oil through my T-zone or anything, so that's why I really love it. Next I'm gonna grab Milani Bella Mandarin on my crease with a Sigma E40. Then I move on to my brows, and I grab the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Pencil in the color Brunette, and I just basically go ahead and fill in my brows. I don't like to do anything too harsh or dramatic, just something more natural, just kind of have them a little bit more fuller, and yeah, and then I just use my spoolie to kind of blend it out. And then with my L'Oreal Brow Gel, I apply this right on top of my brows just to ensure that my brows will stay in place and the pencil will not rub off. Moving on back to the eyes, I'm using Milani Bella Ivory, and this is pretty much going to act out as my highlight. I love it, and it's like the perfect highlight color. It's just so gorgeous, and I do apply this with my Sigma E55, and then I go back in there with my E40 to make sure that everything is well blended out. After that, I grab Milani Bella Champagne with a Sigma E60 and apply this all over my entire eyelid. And honestly, I think this is like the most perfect shade as an everyday use. I feel like this shade complements a lot of skin tones, so I definitely recommend this color to everybody. Now to add more dimension to my eye, I use Milani Bella Taupe. Now this shade looks really intense and dark, but when you apply it, it's actually very sheer and it's not really dark as it seems. So that's why I really love it, and I feel like it's a great for an everyday use because your eye won't look too smoked out or anything, since it is very wearable for the daytime. So that's why I really love it, and I just apply this on the outer corner of my eye and to my crease. That way just gives a more dimension to my eye. Then I go back to my shade Ivory and apply this on the inner corner of my eye just to give a very nice highlight, and then I take my blending brush and just blend everything out. Now taking a black eyeliner, sometimes I switch it off to a wet one or an ivory one, but today I decided to use this new one that I have. It's from Milani, and so far I love it. It's not super dark, but that's perfect because since it is like a more daytime wearable makeup, I just think it's perfect. And then I move on to my concealer, and the one I use is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm in the shade Medium, and I really love this concealer. It's so blendable and so creamy. I just love it. And best of all, it doesn't really crease on my eyes, so that's perfection to me. And I do also use this on my chin and a little on my down the bridge of my nose and my forehead. And it's not really mainly to give a highlight, but just to overall kind of balance out my whole face. And I do blend this out with my finger. Sometimes I like to use a brush, but to save myself the time of washing an extra brush, I just rather use my fingers. After I'm done blending my concealer, I move on to my eyeliner, and I do have a full tutorial for that, so that will be in the description box. But then after that, I move on to my mascara, and I prepare them for my falsies, or either I just apply lots of loads if I'm skipping lashes. But today I'm just applying one coat of that, and then I'm going to apply some lashes, and the ones I'm using today are the Double Up 203, which I really recommend if you guys want a more glamorous and more dramatic look. But usually I always go with the wispy ones. Those are the ones that look the most natural in my opinion. But if you want, you could totally skip the lashes. It's not necessary, but I just like to take an extra step sometimes. And then after that, I move on to setting on my foundation and my concealer, and obviously the one I love to use is the Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder. That one is such an amazing powder. Like honestly, I think it's even better than some high-end ones, so I definitely recommend it to you guys. Going back to Bella Taupe, I like to take this with a Sigma E30 pencil brush and just apply this on my lower lash line. That way it could be a little smoked out, but obviously not too dramatic since it's not very intense. And then after that, I like to apply a few coats of mascara just so the eyes are very complete. And after that, we are pretty much done with the eyes. Now moving back to the face, I like to use my NYZ bronzer. I feel like this bronzer reminds me so much of the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I like to apply this on the hollows of my cheeks and also the temples of my forehead and a little bit on my nose. As for blush, I am going to be using NYX Soft Spoken Blush, and how cute is this packaging, you guys? Like, it's so adorable. But basically I take this with a Sigma F05 brush and just apply this on the apples of my cheeks. But I love this blush because it also acts out as a highlight. So it's kind of like a blush highlight, and I just really love that it's not super intense, so it's great for an everyday use. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using Milani Naked, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kiss the back of my hand to get rid of that lip balm. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and just apply it. I'm going to skip out on a lip pencil. I rarely use lip pencils when I use a nude lipstick. I don't know why. I just feel like it's an extra step that I have to take, and I just rather skip it. But after that, we are all done with this makeup look. It's super simple, fast, and easy. And like I said, you could skip the lashes or change the lip color. I feel like this is a makeup that everybody could wear. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. And with that, my loves, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!